Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you an npm package that I built a couple of weeks ago. It is called ION SFU Node.js. First of all, I will explain the tech under the hood of this package. Okay, before we get into the technical stuff, I want to talk about what motivated me to build this package. Number one, lower the barrier for JavaScript developers to use ION SFU. Number two, you gain more control of your application with just plain JavaScript, i.e. business logic for your application, without any knowledge of Golang. Number three, simplify the next level of webrtc, not just limiting yourself with P2P or the mesh method. Okay, let's get into the basics of the understanding of the technology. ION SFU is the server my npm package connects to. Under the hood of ION SFU, it uses Pion webrtc API. Pion is a modern stack of web real-time communication. It is a pure Go implementation of the webrtc API. Okay, I'm sure some of you might have a question in your mind saying, what the heck is a SFU? Okay, in full English, plain English, SFU stands for Selective Forwarding Unit. Okay, let's see the graph on the top right hand corner. That's how a SFU work under the hood. Okay, in this example we have four pairs. Each pair has a pub stream to the SFU and 3 substreams from the SFU. Basically what it does is each PC pubs into the forwarding unit and the forwarding unit returns each stream for the PC. Okay, I won't go too deep on this. I will leave you guys a link to explain more what really in detail, actually not really in detail, what a SFU is all about. And down below the graph I have listed 2 real world live examples of what SFU is. The first one is Jitsi Meet. I'm sure a lot of people know about them. And another one is Janus webrtc server. That also they both run as a SFU concept of webrtc. Okay, here comes a big question. When do you need SFU? Okay, the answer is really simple. Okay, when you're developing a video conference call that you require more than 10 users, that SFU comes in the picture. Of course, these other solutions like MCU, but MCU isn't our topic for this video. Alright, one last thing before we get into coding. This is a basic picture of how this ION SFU Node.js plugin does, or package. Basically what it does is accessing ION SFU via gRPC. The reason I choose gRPC is because of its efficiency, because they communicate using bytes. Alright, enough of this, let's get into coding. Okay, first of all, we need to build this ION SFU from source. Okay, let's get out of this presentation and we'll go into the ION SFU GitHub address. Okay, I'll leave this address down below. Okay, what we need to do firstly is clone this project. I will do that and I will make a directory. Okay, and we'll git clone this. Okay, when it's done, we need to build this server into a into a gRPC form of it. Okay, we'll just copy this first line. Okay, it looks like it's finished. Let's clear the screen. Go into here. Okay, now we just go build, that command we just copy. and just wait till it builds. Okay, it looks like it's done. Okay, now let's try to run it. That's the command. We kick off the server. Okay, looks like it's done. It's listening on 50051. Okay, now we will go back to that file we created earlier, which is the ION SFU example. And let's clear this. Let's init a project. I use Yarn, but you can use npm if you like. And also we need to init TypeScript, which is npx tsc init. Okay, now our project is TypeScript, and then open it up in VS Code. Okay, we will need a few packages to get this going. Okay, the first one, let's open a terminal. Okay, we'll go yarn add. These are the 3 packages we need. We'll just add those. When it's done, it's taking a bit long time. Okay, done. And also we need to grab the types for, because we're using TypeScript, we need to grab the types for Express, and also the types for WebSocket. Oh, sorry, forgot the add in front. Okay, now we're ready. Let's make our first file, entry file, index.ts. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make the foundation of the Express server and also the WebSocket server. Okay, we have a basic Express server all set up here. Okay, while I pause the video, I've done a couple of changes. I'll just go through these changes in my package.json. Okay, I've wrote some scripts that can start our application. Okay, these are clean. You will need to install rimraf as your development dependency. Okay, and also copy files. Okay, the copy files is basically for copying our HTML file or CSS into this folder, so we can run this application. And also in the type ts config, I've made a few changes. Okay, all this code will be available. Okay, which you can grab from my GitHub. Okay, now we'll get into setting up a WebSocket server. Okay, I will go through that. Okay, let's start writing, upgrading this HTTP server into a WebSocket server. Okay, first of all, we need to make an instance for the WebSocket server. WebSockets.server, and we want to pass into the server into it. Okay, and the entry point of the our WebSocket server connection, we'll rename this WebSocket. Okay, the standard of a WebSocket server, these basically 3 major, well, not 3 major, but a couple of major things. Okay, first of all, let's set up the standard socket events. Okay, the first one we'll deal with is the close event. What this close event does is when the client connection leaves disconnects our WebSocket, okay, this event will get fired. But we don't really need this for now. We'll just put it on the console log. Okay, and the second important one is on message. Okay, let's do that. Message, and we will get the message, and it is a string. That's for TypeScript. So if you're not using TypeScript, you don't need to put that string on. Okay, and now with the on message, we will get messages from the client. Okay, with webrtc. Okay, lightly the standards, not standard, but like lightly, we're gonna get like about at least four events. The first one's join room, second one's offer, answer, and trickle. Okay, these events will get fired from the client side. Okay, let's deal with these first. We will do it with a switch method. Okay, the key will be event type. Okay, event.type. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one place here because the event comes in as a string, so we need to pass it in with JSON. So message, and now we're good. Okay, in the first case, what we're going to do is we're going to make these cases for now, and we'll come back and do the methods shortly. Okay, the first one we need is join, and what we need to pass down is the event data. Okay, the second one would be offer. The second case would be offer. This auto completion is a bit of a pain sometimes. Offer. We need to break it once this is done. And the third case, answer. We're practically doing the same thing, for all of them. Case, trickle, event.data. Okay, and you see down the bottom it has a default. Okay, what default does is if we get a message from the client, if it doesn't match any of these, it will go straight to default. Okay, a good idea is we just do our console log here so we can see what's going on. As an event, so we get the printout if someone's trying to request something that is not available. We don't have an event listening for. Okay, before we write these functions for these cases, we need to bring in our ION SFU Node.js, which is my npm package. We need to bring this in, and we need to initialize it within the connection wrap, because the reason for is we treat every connection as a new connection to the ION SFU. So if you put it outside this function, weird things will happen. It won't work. Okay, so we will initialize it in here. ION SFU. Yep. Okay, we have done it. Okay, now we will write these functions, which we'll put in here after the close function. Okay, the first one we will do is join. Okay, equals events. That's what we're going to get passing. It's going to be a string. Okay, we will we'll call this offer. Okay, and we're going to stringify the requests so we can pass it into the ION SFU. That's an offer. Okay, I think it's should be an object. No, okay, we'll put it any. Okay, let's not waste time try to figure out this type for now. But of course, if you write it in production, then you know you better figure out what it is. Okay, and we need to pass down two things: the ID and the SID. That's what we're gonna get from the client. Okay, this is done. Second one we look on is offer. Okay, which is this one here. Same thing, fairly much the same thing. Events. We'll just put it on any. Sorry, I've been lazy, but you know the point is just to show you guys, you know, how easy it is to get this running. Stringify events.desc. Oops. Yeah. Okay, then SFU dot this one, the office description. It's cool. That's the thing I like about TypeScript. You know, like all these autocomplete. You know, just comes on because, like, just telling you, I have tried to use a plain like vanilla JavaScript to try to do this tutorial. I went halfway through. It just doesn't make sense. You don't know what that method really is all about without exposing the auto completion from TypeScript. So I decided to redo the whole thing so it shows a better way. Okay, the date, I think that's what it is, and then we pass that through SFU, and the method we got here is called trickle event target, and then trickle. Okay, we're pretty much there. One more to go. It's called answer equals same thing, events any comps, we'll call this DSC. Stringify it. SC. Okay. Oops. And again, we pass that through as a DSC. Okay, that's all done. That's all the I'll explain what these methods are. Basically what it does is when the client connects into, it will send the webrtc details and through this join room, and then this join method or this function would pass interface into the ION SFU by passing the information through. Okay, and we've done that, and now we have sent the information to the ION SFU, and we do get information back from them, and we need to forward those back to the client. Okay, which we will do that right now. Okay, the first one we will get sfu.events.on. Okay, sorry, this no auto completion here. I need to you'll expect that on the next version. I sort of missed it when I was building the package. Okay, now once we get this, we need to send it back to the client. DSC equals JSON.pass you notice we're doing the opposite thing. You know, when we send it in, it has to be a string, but when we get it back, we need to pass it so we can access what's in it. Okay, and now we will construct our message to send back to the client. Okay, the type with the answer, because we joined it and we expect an answer back from the server. Okay, the ID, we'll just keep the straight ID because that's a string, and the data is DSC, and that contains all the SDP you know, stuff. .send. Okay, we will send this back to whoever sent it to us, which is the client side, and we need to stringify this, and we'll send a message back to them. Okay, and that's the on join method. Okay, and the rest, there's about 2 more. Okay, it's pretty much the same thing. Okay, I'm just going to copy and paste in there, so I don't want to waste your time just watching me typing. And as you see, it's essentially doing the same thing. And guess what? That's it. Isn't it simple? Should we try to run it? Just make sure it works. Okay, you notice I have the script, so we just go yarn serve. It will compile the TypeScript into plain JS, and it runs the server. Okay, no error. That's a good sign. Okay, and what we're going to do, I'm not going to go through every single line of a client. Okay, I've done a client that I'm going to paste in, and we're just going to prove to you this does work. Okay, if you feel like you want to know more about the client, leave me a comment down the bottom and see if I can do another tutorial just based purely on the client side. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, let's try out, see if this thing works. Let's create an index.html, and we're just gonna paste the code in, which, yeah, I pre-made this. So okay, let's rerun our server and serve. Okay, it works, and let's go to port 8080, see if we can get this going. Ooh. That's the thing I don't like Chrome, you know, it keeps your, you know, your, what do you call it, cookie, because I'm going to use 127 rather than localhost 8080. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. We need to do some adjustment in our server so it serves that file. Sorry about that. Okay, we need to do this. We need to tell Express to serve a static file. Okay, which we'll put in here. Express static, and it's going to be here. It's on the root file. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. Okay, let's hit the server 8080. There we go, that's the first pair, and we'll go publish. Cool, we have connected. Let's open another one, and yes, it's connected. Let's try another one. There you go. So and we can go another one. Sorry about the echo. Here we go. Okay, so that proves, you know, how easy it is, you know, that you can develop yourself a multi party conference with my help of my ION SFU Node.js plugin. Okay, you see, you know, there's only roughly about, probably, you know, with all the spaces and stuff, probably about 60 odd lines of code that you can get yourself into, you know, SFU. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please hit that like button and do follow me. I will do a lot more this type of video in the near future, or soon. So thanks very much, and be safe everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.